Good day, grade 12 learners. Welcome to today's tourism lesson. My name is Evans Maponya. This lesson is brought to you by the Gauteng Department of Education in collaboration with Saibono Discovery Center. Grade 12 learners, the topic for today will be on professional image in the tourism industry. Here are your lesson objectives. At the end of this lesson, you as grade 12 learners need to know and understand the following. How the following factors contribute to professional image in the tourism industry. The image of the company, such as the name of the company, the logo of the company, the slogan that we could simply identify the company with, the website, the stationery, the marketing material, the product packaging, the physical appearance of the business, its environmental policies, and as well as customer service policies. The image of the staff, it's also important, and we'll be looking to aspects such as professional appearance of the staff, the uniform to identify staff in a particular company or business, the dress code, if no uniforms are worn, personal hygiene, grooming, interaction with customers, and lastly, the communication skills of the staff members. So these are what we aim to achieve as we look into this topic, professional image in the tourism industry. Now let's look where the topic will be assessed. It forms section D of the final question paper, and it is assessed in question 7. The National Senior Certificate Final Examination. You'll find this topic assessed in section D, question 7. And it is also assessed in section A, where you have your short questions. That is question number 1. That's where you will come across questions based on professional image in the tourism industry in the final exam question paper. You were assessed on this topic in a control test, in the skills assessment task, in the PET. Unfortunately for Gauteng, this topic will not be assessed in the preliminary examination of 2024, which will be written on the 10th of September. Except in the preliminary paper for Gauteng, you will come across this section in any of the assessments that I have mentioned before. So no professional image in the tourism industry will be asked during this year's preliminary examination. This only applies to learners enrolled in the Gauteng province. Gauteng prelim will not assess professional image. So your question 7, your section D of the preliminary examination will be assessed on sustainable and responsible tourism. So your question 7 and 8 in the prelim examination, you'll be asked questions based on sustainable and responsible tourism. So make a lot of time to work on sustainable and responsible tourism, as that will constitute your section D of the question paper, of the prelim question paper, only in Gauteng. Now, here is the big question of the day. Will customers trust you? This you should ask yourself. Will customer like you? Will customers buy from your company? Or will they hire your business services because of the way you or your company look? So the question here looks at how you project your business. Whether how they see you, they will happen to like or buy from you, or ask you to render them particular services. Your appearance, which is an answer to this question, your attitudes and confidence defines you as a person, or we can say rather defines you or defines your company. I've put in pictures on the slide to show or that provides answers to the question of the day. Will the customer like this or this? Will they like this or they will like this? Or your staff would be appreciated if they are like this or like this? It's for you to judge. I'm sure with these pictures, you are able to make sense and answer the question that was asked. So good things will always attract some positives into your business. So how you project your business, how you project yourself will make people to trust you, to like you, or even buy or hire your services. Now, I want us to look into the concept professional. What exactly we mean by a professional or professionalism. Firstly, we must understand that tourism is a service industry. We provide services other than tangible goods. So what tourists or what customers want in a tourism business is good services. And they express a good service by relating their experiences. So we offer, tourism business will offer services to the tourist, and they will go around to express their feeling as well as their experiences. In the case of an accommodation, say maybe a 5-star hotel, tourists, if have had a bad experience, they will talk bad about the service that you have offered. Unlike if they have received good service, they will talk good about the service they have received or their experience. So we need to ensure that we deliver good service to our customers if we operate a tourism business. So tourism is service orientated. It has been proven that customers prefer tourism products that portray, that shows or display a professional image because they believe in what they see. So what you see is what you get. That is what most of the people believe. That if you are presentable enough, you are set to deliver good services. Now, the statement explains professionalism, that professionalism is not only expressed in action, but also it includes an element of appearance, how you appear, how you portray yourself, how you project yourself to the outside world plays a critical role in explaining what a professional is. The way you walk, the way you talk, all those are the elements that indicate professional image or professionalism. So I've made mention of an example of how you talk. Do you address people with respect? Do you try and respond to their complaints in an acceptable way? All those aspects explains how professional or unprofessional you are. So what you see, it's what you get. Now, one other aspect of the topic that we need to zoom in is the issue of image, the image of the company. It refers to a recognizable and trustworthy company symbol or a sign. It is a sign that when you immediately see or come across, you associate it with a particular company. Examples are as indicated in the pictures on the slides. We have that of Engine, we have that of Mango, you have the KFC. This is one of the popular symbols or signs representing Kentucky Fried Chicken. You have the symbol for Avis Car Rental. You have the spare symbol and the Wimpy, which is also most popular to our generation. Grade 12 learners. An image of the company also attributes to a combination of thought, feelings, beliefs, opinions, and vision people have about the company and its products and services. So, with the image of the company, you need to put together different thoughts, feelings, beliefs, opinions, and as well as the products and services as I have indicated. And this will be explained in further detail as we proceed with the presentation with this lesson. Now, I want us to look into the first portion of the lesson. Now we are getting deeper into what makes professional image in the tourism industry, what elements, what factors are critical towards an indication of a professional image in the tourism industry. Now we'll look into the factors that contribute to a professional image in the tourism industry. And here the focus is on the company itself. We are looking at the company. And there are 10 factors that defines professional image of the company. And the factors are, number one, the name of the company, the logo, the slogan, the website, the stationery, marketing material, product packaging, the physical appearance of the business, the environmental policies, the customer service policies as well. All these listed 10 aspects are considered important in creating the image of a company or in creating the professional image of the company. So we make our judgment to whether this company is professional or not based on the aspects that are listed, that I have read out, such as the name, the environmental policies, and how their staff is packaged, as well as how their products are marketed, how the stationery of the company as one aspect which will explain the image. So professionalism cannot go alone without these 10 factors. We're going to examine these factors one by one in detail in the next slides. Let's go, starting with the name of the company. Here are particular names indicated. You have the Ushaka Marine World in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, in the city of Durban. You have Avis Car Rental, distributed across South Africa. It has branches in all 9 provinces. The Uber, as commonly known, it is one popular method of getting to your destination and regarded one of the safest method to move around town. So people get to know a company's name and they learn to trust it or associate with poor service. So the name says it's all. As soon as you mention the name of the company, people will come to tell if it's a good company or not, depending on their experience with the company. So the name of the company is very important because people get to identify it with the products on offer. The next aspect of the 10 that we mentioned earlier is the logo. No, Now, what do we mean by a logo? A company's identity is expressed by its logo. For us to know the company, the logo also plays an important role, and the color thereof. The color, whether defines whether this company would attract its company or not. So a combination of colors that are used in the logo has an impact toward drawing customers into the business. The logo or the symbol or the trademark is the recognizable feature of the brand or company. The logo is used on most visible features of the company, such as uniforms, stationery, marketing material, as well as the signage. So whatever commodity a company owns, they normally put a logo onto it so that you identify with the company. All of this together is called company's branding, and it is what establishes its corporate identity. So the logo gives identity, emphasizes, other than the name, that this is our company. So without seeing the name, you can tell that this is the company that give us such and such services. I'm going to mention a few examples. You know the logo for F&B. You know the sign, the symbol for APTA in the banking fraternity. You know the symbol for Chicken Licken. Those logos, upon seeing them, you now identify without even seeing the name. The color, we say also, it's an important aspect of the logo, because we know for a fact the coloring behind different businesses. All KFC outlets in the country are given or are painted with the same color. Of course, the red and white, to some extent, the dark gray color and the red one. So that also identifies the brand, identifies KFC. So without even seeing the name KFC itself, the combination of colors that are used can also define for you that this is what I want. In the slide here, we've made an example of Mango, which is a flight industry which provides or one of the air carriers in the country, and it's a local carrier. As you see it, you know that if I want to book the cheapest flight domestically, Mango is there. And as you can see, the logo and how it's branded, simply upon seeing this logo, you'll be able to tell that this has to do with travel, and it has to do with air transport, and it's locally based. So it's one of the cheapest offering flight offerings in the country, in South Africa. So this is the significance of the logo in making people identify with a specific business. So as we move further, also we have the slogan amongst the list of aspects that creates professional image of the tourism in the business. So now a slogan can be defined as a short phrase that communicates, that talks to a brand's core values. A slogan defines the core values of a brand or of a company. Slogan should be printed on all companies' professional image. That is, if you want to locate slogans, look at the printed promotional items, such as flyers, such as brochures. That's where you'll find the slogan of a company. And it's not only found on promotional items, it is also included in its website, in its stationery, in its marketing material and merchandise. A slogan must be memorable, so you must always remember it. It must also reflect the company's philosophy. When they say simple, better, and faster, you'd know that they are referring to a particular financial institution. It's finger licking good. You'll know that they are referring to something else, that is KFC. I'm loving it. You'd know that you'd identify the slogan with McDonald's. So this is some examples of phrases that expresses the core values of a business. The website, it's another aspect. A company's website is an important marketing tool when it comes to establishing its image. So when you run a business, make sure that you create a website or you register a website so that people get to know more about your company. That's where you give an explanation of who you are, what are your products, and to what price your products can be accessed. The website must be up to date, user-friendly, and well designed. These are the elements that should be taken into consideration when creating a website. And an example given here is that of Radisson Blue Hotel in Sandton. And here is the website if you want to know more about this hotel, the rates, if you want to explore the inside, what services are there on offer, the website is coming in handy for you to explain the inside and outside of the Radisson Hotel. So it is one of the key factors to be considered in shaping the professional image of a business. Stationery. This is common to you. You are using stationery at your respective schools. You are using the books and on the stationery that you are using, you would find company's name, to some extent. So this it's common because we are the benefactors of it. We are using it at our schools, and some of the stationery, like the pens that we are using, are have the name of the production company, where you'd have Big as one of the pens that you're using. But here in the case of businesses in the tourism industry, the pens will be engraved with the name of such a business. If it's a hotel, if I were to cite an example with Radisson Hotel in Sandton, the pens will also be engraved with the name Radisson to show their professionalism. You use examination pad, and they are using notepads. They will write their name so that they indicate how professional they can be. So stationery refers to office supplies such as letterheads, envelopes, registration forms, invoices, notepads, business cards, where you'd find the name and other details. In the example that we have here, it also indicates the manager, which is John Doe, and the contact details, which forms the letterhead, part of the letterhead. So if they write any communication to you, this information will always be there. They don't need to juggle around not knowing what to write. So this is standard communication. So whatever they communicate to the outside world, it must have this information, and it shows professionalism in this kind of industry. So this is just the standard format of what is indicated on the stationery. If it's a business card, it will be like this, and some other important information will appear on their notepads, on their invoices, and their registration form where necessary. Examples of items that should be included in the company stationery is information that relates to the logo, the name and address, as well as registration number, the telephone, the fax number, and its WhatsApp or email address. These are information that a professional kind of company uses in its stationery. Marketing material is one other aspect. Marketing material is all printed material with information about a company's products. When we market, we are selling to the outside world. We are informing the outside world that this is what we have, this is what we offer. So marketing materials should entail some kind of printed information regarding the company. So the printed marketing material that we are referring to here are flyers, brochures, maps, business cards, leaflets, fact sheets, postcards, and posters, as well as videos that we may take regarding the business. Marketing material also include online marketing through website, newsletter, and social media. I think we have expanded on this when we were looking at website, that whatever information you'd want about the company would be summarized in the company's website. Visiting that, you'll get all information that you want about the company. Some companies run newsletters where they make an issue every month or every quarter to report the developments in such a business. Also, you may go to social media, which is the popular platform. Some companies will post their stuff on WhatsApp, on blog, and other related social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Telegram. So some companies go to an extent of using such social media to provide for marketing, to market or to sell their product, or to make their products known to the public. Another aspect that is quite interesting is the product packaging. Product packaging refers to the way in which product features and benefits are combined to appeal to the customer. How we package our product to attract the customers. So if you are running an accommodation business in close proximity to the beach, often they will market the accommodation and put some other attractions that are around the accommodation. In an event where I own a hotel, say maybe in Durban, I will say my hotel is 2 kilometers from Ushaka Marine World. It's so many distance next to the beach, and services such as transportation to and from the beach are included in the accommodation. So you don't necessarily have to sell one product at a go. You sell different, or you promote different attractions or different products that you sell. You are not stereotypically focusing on one aspect, but it's good when you combine or you put together different products in one bowl and sell it as a package. That is what product packaging refers. A tourism package is a bundle of tourism goods and services that are sold as a single product or an inclusive price. So I would also want to refer to an accommodation. They will sell you 5 nights, say for instance, at 1,000 rand per night, and included in that would be breakfast and dinner, or breakfast and lunch. So those extras that are added present a product which is a hotel and other things in one price as a bundle to you. An example given on this slide is a package holiday is made up of elements such as flights, couch transfers, accommodation, excursions, and the attractions that have been selected by the tour operator. So it is best when the business owner sells the products as a package other than individual product which might sound, or which tourists may think that it is expensive. But when you put one price that encompasses different products, then that seems to attract a business for you. And it's one of the elements of being professional. If you can multitask, do more than one, it means that you are professional in what you're doing. You are not focusing on one aspect. You are not being stereotyped, but you are using a multi approach to business, because you combine a lot of aspects into your product offering. So as we move further, the physical appearance of your product. The physical appearance refers to the exterior and interior elements of a company, and this defines or portrays an image of the company. The exterior elements include the signage. These are signs, the parking area, the landscaping, and the interior element will include the design, the layout of equipments. For example, are the windows clean? Are the signs visible? And the decorations must reflect the image of the company. So all these elements contribute to the physical elements, and physical appearance also speaks volumes about the image of the company. So the physical appearance is one of the critical aspects to define professionalism or the image of the company. As you can see, how these pictures shows or can be an element that shows that when I enter this kind of building, when I go to this kind of building, I'll be treated with respect. And this is a 5-star kind of building. This looks beautiful. I'm sure the services in this kind of establishment are very good. You can see professionalism as you look into the outlay, the designs, how the inside is displayed in the next picture here. All this defines the physical appearance, and we start to imagine the kind of services that we are going to receive. And if you have good impression about the physical appearance, then you believe that the kind of services that you will get here will be a first-class kind of services. An environmental policy. An environmental policy refers to a written statement that outlines a company's aim and principles with regard to managing or limiting the effect it has on the environment. How you respond to environmental issues as a company also goes a long way in expressing the professionalism or the professional image of a business. An environmental policy has to be a commitment by the company to responsible tourism, to conservation of the environment, or participating in environmental projects, a positive as well as a responsible image. All this builds up to the professional state of a particular business or a tourism industry. So tourism cannot be fulfilled without looking at the environment or environmental aspect. Consumers are increasingly choosing to do with businesses or to do businesses with companies that are committed to protecting the environment. So a company that is sensitive to the environment is likely to attract most of the customers, because customers are selective when coming to who they do business with. Here are just but examples of environmental policies. This would be displayed in the walls of the companies, in the marketing materials of the company, that this is our environmental policy. It speaks to how the company responds to issues of protecting the environment. It's a written commitment by the company that in whatever we are doing, we'll always make sure that we don't harm the physical environment which we depend on for life. And the last one, or the last aspect that relates to the professional image, as the focus here we have explained, is the company itself, the business itself. So is the issue or the aspect of customer service policies. Here we are referring to a statement to the customer about the level of service they can expect. So we are making statement that will try to attract a tourist about the services that we render, standards that can be expected, the loyalty schemes offered. Loyalty schemes here, it's where in most cases you have loyalty cards like used by Pick and Pay in the form of a smart shopper, where when you buy, you always attract or accumulate points on your smart cards, which can later be used or to purchase goods in that particular business. And these loyalty schemes that are offered by so many businesses, garages are there, the Clicks has a loyalty card, ShopRite and Checkers also do have the loyalty cards, where upon producing such a card, you get certain specials on certain items and goods. So that policy must come out clear, must be well known by the customers of the business. Formal complaint procedures must be explained to customers that if you are not satisfied with the level of service that you have received, you have the right to complain to the organization, and that has to be clearly outlined. And these aspects are entailed in this customer service policies, and this creates a sense of trust by customers. It creates also a sense of professionalism by the business. And the pictures that go alongside with this are indicated on the slide. Our goal is to provide a clean hotel with outstanding customer service for an unforgettable stay. This is a statement that the hotel commits to provide a good experience, an outstanding experience, or an outstanding customer service, that you leave such a hotel without complaints. And here are some of the loyalty cards as indicated, and it bears the name of the person. And these cards also will entitle this customer to all sorts of discounts. With that said, grade 12 learners, these are the 10 aspects of professional image that relates to the business itself. So on that note, I would like us to pause and take a 5 minutes break. And when we bounce back, we'll continue with other aspects that formulate professional image, but this time will relate to the staff. So we're looking at the company. As we come back after a 5 minutes break, we'll look into the role of staff in creating professional image. Welcome back, grade 12s. After the so much needed break, we need to continue. Just to refresh your memories, we were on the factors that are considered important in creating the professional image of the company. And these factors only relates to the business itself. Now, from now, after the break, we'll look into factors that contribute to a professional image in the tourism industry, and particularly looking into the image of the staff. Remember, in the previous one, or in the previous presentation, we're looking at factors that contribute to a professional image in the tourism industry, and the focus there was the company itself, the business itself. Now here we'll examine factors that are of importance towards the image of the tourism industry or tourism business. And basically the focus here is on the people who are employed in the company, and they are known as the company staff. So we are going to look at how they project their image in constituting towards the professionalism or the professional image of the company. Right, the first one on the list is the professional appearance. It's followed by uniform, the dress code, personal hygiene, grooming, interaction with customers, as well as communication skills. These are the factors that we'll focus on in defining the image of staff in a business, in explaining the image of people who are employed in the business or by the business. The first one we said is professional appearance. A professional appearance is key to making a good impression and creating a professional image of yourself and your company. All staff who interact with customers must maintain a professional appearance. As you can see here, the staff of this company that we don't know, you can see the level of professionalism on the staff, how clean they are, how formally dressed they are. This creates some image of professionalism. They give you a picture that this kind of environment these people are working on it's very professional. So you look at how they appear, how they are dressed up, that indeed they know what they are doing, and you feel the high level of professionalism by seeing how they are dressed, and this gives you some positive impressions that this it's a highly professional kind of business, and they will provide high levels of customer service and satisfaction. The next aspect or the next factor, it's uniforms. Uniforms are designed to project a company's image. From a customer service perspective, uniforms are important as they help create a professional image. Uniforms usually have the company logo on them and help make a good first impression. It also make it easy to identify staff, can indicate which department an employee belongs. Uniform must be clean, neat, and well maintained. As portrayed in the picture, you can see that the staff of this company wear uniform. And basically, if you can see, this person and this one are dressed the same. And it tells us that they are working in the same department. And if you further look at this one and this one, they are also dressed up the same. It means they are in another department, and so is the two here. So in one business, there are different departments where the people work, and say in the in a state of a restaurant, you'd have chefs, you'll have tellers, you'll have cleaners. So it sort of distinguish different workers, and you are able to associate that this person is in a management position. This person are just ordinary workers of the company. This is a chef, and so a uniform plays a very important role in creating an image in a business. So it also indicated in the slide, or from the slide, that uniform must always be clean, neat, and well maintained. This, if we further explain on it, is that it is important for workers to have different sets of uniform, so to maintain that cleanliness, that neatness. So you need to have more than one sets, so that you always look presentable at all times. And that creates a good image about the company. So the word uni suggests that it is one. So people wear same kind of clothing, so that we know that these people work for an airline industry, and things that we have alluded to, such as logo of the company, should be portrayed on the uniform. So these are such aspects that are very important, creating the image of the staff. All right. As we move further, a dress code. In an environment where the workers are not wearing uniform, a dress code must be clearly defined, must be clearly indicated that in this kind of situation, in this kind of business, we want our workers to always dress like this. So a person who works in construction would wear different from a person who works in a hotel or any kind of formal business, or a formal industry in the tourism industry. So the dress code must be clearly defined in an event where a company is not using uniforms for their staff. So if employees are not required to wear uniform, they will still have to adhere to a dress code that specify what they may or may not wear. Having a dress code ensures that the staff still look neat, tidy, and professional, even though they are not in uniform. So here are in the pictures, it's a portrayal of different dress codes. As you can see, they are wearing different kinds of clothing. They look presentable. So this explains the dress codes. So the clothing that they are wearing are acceptable to many formal businesses in the tourism industry. And apart from wearing uniform, they still provide a good image of the business. The personal hygiene. Personal hygiene explains the cleanliness and the neatness of the staff. So it speaks to that you must look after yourself by washing on daily basis, wash your hair regularly, wash your hands regularly, brush your teeth at least twice a day, shave daily, and the use of deodorant is also encouraged. So these are all things that relates to personal hygiene. So it ranges from washing or showering every day, washing your hairs, as well as shaving and the use of deodorants. So all those aspects have to be considered, and they create a good staff image. Also, one aspect that is crucial about providing staff image, a good staff image, is personal grooming. That for especially female employees, their face in their face, they should wear appropriate makeup, remove unwanted facial hair. The hair has to be clean and dry, kept tidy at all times. The nails must be trimmed regularly, cut nails in shape. The feet, no crack heels, no dirty nails, no smelly socks. The clothing, the well-fitting clothes, worn over and well-fitting underwear. So these are the expectations that will help staff members to present a professional image in their work environment. As we move further, the interaction with customers, staff must be always polite and cautious to guests. So they must be kind to their customers. They must also be mindful of how they address certain issues with the guest. Excellent service can enhance a company's image, and poor service will damage a company's image and business. So how you relate to customers is very important in creating professional image. So it is very important that staff members must learn to be calm, polite, welcoming, and kind to the guests. Communication skills is one aspect. Whenever staff deals with customers, they are communicating, whether it is a face-to-face, over the telephone, in writing, or non-verbally through body language. The way in which an employee speaks, present information in person or in writing, and or their body language determines the impression that employees makes personally and of the company. So the way you communicate to your customers is very crucial, irrespective of whether it's face-to-face by telephone, or the use of non-verbal communication, like the use of gestures, the use of limbs or hands, like nodding the head. So you are using the non-verbal aspect, and the verbal aspects, it's expressed in words, what you say, or what you write in a document. You should be cautious when you communicate to customer, and that defines the professional image of the staff. Now, we have looked into the factors that are responsible in creating professionalism in the tourism industry, and we look at factors that relates to the company, as well as factors that involve the staff members of that company. So you should be in a position by now to distinguish factors that are relevant to creating professional image in the tourism industry, looking at the company itself, as well as the workers that are employed by that business. Now it's time to test your knowledge. Just want us to take a 2 minutes break before we get into this activity. You'll be so long going through the question and the instructions, and we'll get back to it. Welcome, grade 12s. Let's now wrap up by testing our knowledge of what we have learned. As I've alluded to, in the final examination, you will come across questions based on this topic, on today's topic, which we said it's professional image in the tourism industry. So it's question 7 of the final exam paper, and it will not be assessed in the prelim examination for Gauteng. So remember, question 7 in the prelim examination in Gauteng, it will be sustainable and responsible tourism. Now let's look into the question. set in the final examination, not appearing in the prelim examination for Gauteng. So question 7, derived from one of the question papers, it says, study the car rental advertisement below and answer the questions that follow. While on board an aeroplane, a passenger saw the 2 advertisements in the in-flight magazine. He plans to hire a car upon arrival at his destination. So these are the 2 advertisements that the extract relates to. Now, question 7.1, identify the car rental whose advertisement does not project professional image and a sense of trust and confidence to the prospective customer. Right. So you are going to look into the 2 pictures to respond to question 1. Which one doesn't reflect the professional image? Is it the first one or the second one? So we'll get to it as we look into the memo. 7.2, discuss 3 elements from the advertisement to support your answer in question 7.1. So it is a follow-up questions to 7.1, speaking to trust and confidence by prospective customers. 7.3, some companies do not consider a professional image as an important and concentrate only on profit. Discuss 2 negative consequences of such an attitude. And 7.3.2, referring to picture B, suggests 2 ways how the staff of a Supreme car rental can contribute to the professional image of the company. Now here are the responses. 7.1, it says, identify the car rental company whose advertisement does not project professional image and a sense of confidence to prospective customers. In responding to that, car rental A, and then as we get back to 7.2, discuss 3 elements of from the advertisement to support your answer. In question 7.1, here is the discussion. Car rental A does not project a professional image because the person in the advertisement is not professionally dressed in a uniform normally associated with car rental companies, an old model car with damages and is possibly not roadworthy, leaving the customer stranded. The company is misleading the customer with false promises of value for money. The company's advertisement does not contain any contact details. So these aspects we have clearly elucidated, clearly explained that what is needed for the image of the company, what is needed for the image of the staff. Things like dress code are indicated here. The appearances, you can see, have been alluded to. So as we move to 7.3, the questions are 7.3.1 and 7.3.2, discuss 2 negative consequences of such an attitude. And if we look at the memo, customers will support the opposition. So it means customers will go and look for other businesses. And in this case, it's entailed in picture B. Negative word of mouth may result in fewer customers, decreasing profit margin, loss of employees, and possible closure of the business. These are some of the consequences of not providing good service. And if you look at 7.3.2, by dressing appropriately for work, delivering excellent customer service, by grooming themselves appropriately and acquiring excellent communication skills, being knowledgeable, practicing in corporate social responsibility programs of the company. Those are the responses to the questions that have been asked. And on that note, we have come to the end of this lesson. Thank you so much.